Man looks at appearances, God looks at the heart. Dear friends, in the season of Lent, the Lord teaches us through the readings of today's liturgy how God evaluates people and events differently than man. Lent is a season where we can learn more about God and deepen our relationship with Him and learn to look at events and people as He looks at them. God sends Prophet Samuel to the house of Jesse since God decided to anoint one of his sons as king. When Samuel came to Jesse's house to offer sacrifices, all his sons came together. When Samuel saw Eliab and his appearance, he thought Eliab was the chosen one. But the Lord said to Samuel, "Do not judge from his appearance or from his lofty stature, because I have rejected him. Not as man sees does God see, because man sees the appearance, but the Lord looks into the heart." Similarly, all were rejected except David, the youngest. God asks Samuel to anoint him. Samuel had to learn the ways of God patiently and gradually. In the second reading of today, Paul exhorts us, try to learn what is pleasing to the Lord. Take no part in the fruitless works of darkness. Like Samuel, we have to gradually learn what is pleasing to God. It may not be exactly like our thinking and evaluating. The Gospel of John, chapter 9, verses 1 to 41, gives us beautiful examples of it. As Jesus walks with his disciples, they see a man who is born blind. The disciples looked at this man from their own conditioning of the mind. Their conviction was that blindness or any sickness of this type is the result of sin committed either by the person concerned or by the person's parents. Hence, they looked down upon lepers and the blind as sinners, and they were ostracized from the community. Jesus corrects this attitude. It is neither the person's sin or his parents' sin. Jesus sees something positive in it too. This has happened that God's glory may be made manifest. How differently God looks at people and events from our common ways of judging and seeing. The disciple had to learn the wisdom of God more and more. When COVID hit our land and many died due to it, some people told me that it is a punishment of God for the sins of the world. I had to correct them and say that is not the wisdom of God, but human thinking. Our God is not a punishing God. Jesus also uses this occasion for another important teaching. When he had said this, he spat on the ground and made clay with the saliva and smeared the clay on his eyes and said to him, "Go, wash in the pool of Siloam," which means sent. So he went and washed, and came back able to see. The clay which Jesus made and smeared on the eyes of the blind man reminds us of the clay that God took and breathed into it, and man became a living being. Genesis chapter 2, verse 7. Jesus is in the world to recreate the world, not to destroy the world or punish the world. We learn from Jesus the attitude of God, who is patiently working to renew the world. We too learn to be patient with our own failures and that of others, and allow the Lord to recreate us. Finally, we see the way the Pharisees look at the man born blind and Jesus' attitude. The Pharisees considered the blind man a sinner according to their conditioning of the mind. You were born totally in sin. Since Jesus worked this miracle on a Sabbath, they considered him too a sinner, and his work of mercy is branded as sinful. The Pharisees are bound by tradition and law, whereas Jesus is filled with compassion and love and care for the well-being of others. In this season of Lent, let us allow the Lord to touch us and heal us and remove our inner blindness and darkness, so that we may see as God sees. Let us pray to Jesus that we may gradually put on the mind of Christ. May God bless us all.